Okay, let's talk about why French flats are suddenly everywhere, and why this trend feels like a quiet rebellion against everything we've been told about elevating our style. Here's the thing, for years, fashion told us heels were non-negotiable for looking put together. But now, the coolest people on Instagram are stomping around in ballet flats, Mary Janes, and mules like they're rejecting a decades-old rulebook. Personally, I think this isn't just about comfort, it's about rejecting the idea that looking polished has to mean suffering. The French girl aesthetic, right? Effortless, slightly indifferent but undeniably chic. But wait, why does this trend feel so timely? Let's unpack it. First off, the ballet flat. We've all seen these since childhood, but suddenly they're runway-worthy. What's changed? In my opinion, it's the pendulum swinging back from chunky, ugly shoes. Ballet flats feel delicate, almost nostalgic, like a counterpoint to the bold, aggressive silhouettes we've had shoved down our throats for years. And here's the twist, they're not just for dresses. Pair them with jeans. That's genius because it makes the shoe feel accessible, not precious. But does that versatility actually dilute its Frenchness? Or is that the point? Maybe the trend's appeal is that it's adaptable, unlike, say, Crocs. Yes, I said it. Then there's the Mary Jane. Let's address the elephant in the room, these are the most divisive shoe here. Why? Because they toe the line between playful and infantilizing. But the MANS pair mentioned in the article. That satin finish and buckle. It's like the shoe equivalent of wearing a leather jacket over a party dress, edgy but still elegant. What I find fascinating is how a style rooted in school uniforms became a symbol of adult nonchalance. It's almost ironic, right? Like I'm too cool for rules but also, I'll wear a strap because it's practical. That duality feels very Gen Z meets Parisienne. Now, mules. These are the wild card. Slippers that look expensive. Yes, please. But here's the deeper layer, mules are about half-assing it in the best way. You don't even have to fully put them on, they're the footwear version of I woke up like this. And yet, they read as luxe. That's the genius. It's a flex of confidence. You're saying, I'm so effortlessly stylish, I don't even need to tie my shoes. But let's be real, this only works if you're already in a certain aesthetic lane. Try wearing mules to a job interview. Not sure I'd recommend it. And then there's the fishnet flats. Oh, Alaya. Charging £700 for mesh shoes that look like they belong at a dance recital. That's either genius or a scam. But here's what the article doesn't say, this trend taps into the quiet luxury obsession. It's not about logos, it's about understated materials. But mesh. That's risky. It screams I'm either a fashion visionary or one puddle away from disaster. The Steve Madden alternative. It's proof the trend is trickling down, or maybe that we're all just tired of pretending we care about investment pieces. Let's zoom out. Why does French girl style keep resurfacing as the ideal? Because it's a myth we want to believe in, that you can look effortlessly perfect without trying. But the reality? Those Instagrammers with 10 pairs of flats. They're curating that I just threw this on look. And maybe that's the deeper truth here, the trend isn't about the shoes. It's about the performance of ease. A paradox, really. We're buying flats to look like we don't care about fashion, while obsessing over the exact shade of beige. So here's my final thought, French flats are more than a trend. They're a mood. A rejection of the idea that style has to be uncomfortable, loud, or exclusive. But also, a reminder that even effortlessness takes work. Now, question for you, can you truly pull off a French flat without a trip to Paris? Or is that part of the fantasy? Let me know in the comments.